Friends, there are vacations, there are weekends, and there are families to travel along. Recreate and refresh our minds. Visit fast and return safely with good memories forever. Let us know more about the greatest and largest waterfalls of the world in detail. Yes, certainly, friends. Something beautiful and interesting is there. There are waterfalls. Waterfall is a spot where water from a stream, river, or melting glacier or ice flows over a vertical drop. A waterfall can also be series of drops along a river. Waterfalls make up some of the most beautiful tourist destinations. Waterfall is a location along a watercourse where water flows over a vertical drop. They typically appear along the upper part of watercourse where higher elevations and mountains are found and create the right conditions for a waterfall. Waterfalls are created by the erosion process. Sediment in water can erode soft bedrock, and over time it will completely erode all the soft rock until only harder rocks remain. There are many different types of waterfalls. A few examples are plunge, horsetail, and cataract. A plunge waterfall is a type of waterfall that has water that descends vertically and loses contact with bedrock. An example of a plunge waterfall is Blencoe Falls in far north Queensland, Australia. A horsetail waterfall is a type of waterfall that has water that descends vertically but maintains a bit of contact with the bedrock. An example of a horsetail waterfall is Shannon Falls, British Columbia, Canada. A cataract is a type of waterfall that is extremely powered and moves a large volume of water. An example of it is Iguazu Falls in Argentina and Brazil. The waterfall with the largest flow rate in the world in Inga Falls in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. The Inga Falls waterfall has a water flow rate of 84,540 cubic feet per second. The tallest natural waterfall in the world is Angel Falls in Canaima National Park, Bolivar, Venezuela. The Angel Falls waterfall has a maximum height of 3,212 feet. One of the widest waterfalls in the world is Victoria Fall. The tallest artificial waterfall in the world is Cascata delle Marmore, created by ancient Romans in Italy. The Cascata delle Marmore waterfall has maximum height of 541 feet. Waterfalls can be a popular tourist destination like Niagara Falls in North America. It is estimated over 30 million people visit Niagara Falls every year. Waterfalls are beautiful but can be dangerous. Many people every year die trying to go over a water. Do not try to go over a waterfall. You can land on rocks and other items below the surface. Do not go under the pouring water of one waterfall. Objects like rocks and branches that go over the top of a waterfall can land on you while you are under it. Have a look over Angel Falls. What are the facts? And there is a plunge waterfall in Venezuela, South America, called Angel Falls. Angel Falls is most well known for being the tallest waterfall in the world. Angel Falls in the Canaima National Park, Bolívar State, Venezuela, South America. The GPS coordinates for Angel Falls are 5.5803 north and 62.3208 west. Angel Falls is part of the watercourse of the Rio Kera Pakupai Meru River. It is a plunge which has a vertical drop and doesn't touch the cliff face. Angel Falls was discovered in 1933 by American gold prospector James Crawford. Crawford was flying over the mountain in search of ore beds when he discovered Angel Falls. The highest point of the Angel Falls waterfall is 3212 feet. The Angel Falls waterfall is the tallest waterfall in the world. The Angel Falls waterfall is 18% taller than the Burj Khalifa skyscraper, the tallest building in the world. The widest point of the Angel Falls waterfall is 500 feet. The Angel Falls waterfall has two water drops. The longest drop of the Angel Falls waterfall is 2648 feet. The average water flow rate of the Angel Falls waterfall is 500 cubic feet per second. During the right conditions, some of the water flows over Angel Falls can evaporate before it lands. During the right conditions, mist produced by Angel Falls can be felt more than half a mile away. There are no roads leading to Angel Falls. Tourists must take plane to visit the falls. In 1994, the Kaneyama National Park that contains Angel Falls was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Let us see more about the Iguazu Falls. It is a waterfall in both Argentina and Brazil in South America. It is most well known for being one of the most beautiful waterfall in the world. 80% of the Iguazu Falls is in Argentina and 20% is in Brazil. On the Argentina side, the Iguazu Falls waterfall is in Argentina province of Misiones. On the Brazil side, the Iguazu Falls waterfall is in the Brazilian state of Paraná. It is cataract type of waterfall. Iguazu is a part of the watercourse of the Iguazu River. The first European to discover Iguazu Falls was Spanish explorer Alvar Núñez Cabeza de Vaca in 1541. The highest point of the Iguazu Falls waterfall is 306 feet. The widest point of the Iguazu Falls waterfall is 8858 feet. It is one of the widest waterfall in the world. It has 275 different water drops. It is the largest waterfall system in the world. All the different water drops at Iguazu Falls collectively create a series of rainbows. The rainbows are created by the mist produced by the waterfall and sunlight. The average water flow rate for the Iguazu Falls waterfall is 62% cubic feet per second. It has the 9th largest flow rate in the world. The most intense part of the Iguazu is called Devil's Throat. It is estimated that half the water flow from the Iguazu River falls through the Devil's Throat. Then turns towards the Niagara Falls. Niagara Waterfalls is a waterfall in both Canada and the United States, North America. It is most well known for being one of the most popular waterfall tourist destinations. It is a cataract type of waterfall. A cataract is a very powerful waterfall. It is a part of the watercourse for the Niagara River. The Niagara River starts at Lake Erie and flows into Lake Ontario. It is estimated that Niagara Falls started to form between 10,000 and 250 years ago. The first European to discover Niagara Falls was French explorer Samuel de Champlain in the early 17th century. Both he and other members of his party described spectacular waterfalls. The highest point of the Niagara Falls waterfall is 167 feet. The waterfall flow rate at Niagara Falls is about 18,000 cubic feet per second. Niagara Falls has three different water drops called the American Falls, Bridal Veil Falls, and Horseshoe Falls. The Bridal Veil Falls is the smallest, and the American Falls is the second strongest water drop. The Horseshoe Falls of the Niagara Falls is the most powerful waterfall in North America. A boat tour called the Maid of the Mist has been bringing tourists close to the Niagara Falls since 1848. In 1829, the first many daredevils did stunt at Niagara Falls. American daredevil Sam Patch jumped into the gorge from a tower. He survived. In 1848, Niagara Falls stopped flowing for several hours after a natural ice jam was created up by the river. In 1901, American schoolteacher Annie Edison Taylor was the first person to go over the falls. She survived. In 1969, part of water flow was stopped at Niagara Falls to evaluate changes to the American Falls. Victoria Falls and its facts. Victoria Falls is one of the 7 natural wonders of the world and the major waterfall on the Zambezi River in Africa. It is famous for being the largest waterfall in the world in the wet season. The African people who live around the falls call it Mozi Oya Tunya, which means smoke that thunders. The water makes a roaring noise as it falls over the cliff and down into the Zambezi River below. A cloud of water vapor is always seen around the falls. There are various interesting facts about Victoria Falls. Victoria Falls on the Zambezi River is located on the border between the countries of Zambia and Zimbabwe in the continent of Africa. The Zambezi River is the largest river in Africa and one of the longest. It flows 687 miles across Zambia, Angola, Namibia, Botswana, and Zimbabwe, and Mozambique until it reaches the Indian Ocean. 550 million liters of water drops 305 feet every minute over the cliff at Victoria Falls and continues flowing downstream as the lower Zambezi River. The width of Victoria Falls in the wet season is a bit over a mile wide. The water depth at the base of the falls is 2 to 9 feet. The European explorer Dr. David Livingstone called the falls after Queen Victoria in England when he visited there in 1855. The falls have been protected by the Zambezi National Park since 1983 and Victoria Falls National Park since January 2013. Tourists visit Victoria Falls in the dry season between May to October. Tourists can bungee jump from a bridge crossing the river downstream of the falls. With strong ropes tied to the ankles, they fall 364 feet until they hang upside down just above the water. The African elephant can live for 70 years and is the largest land animal on earth, growing to a height of 8.2 to 13 feet tall and weight between 5,000 to 14,000 lbs. Elephants visit the falls to feed on grasses and fruits growing along the banks of the river and on island in the middle of the river above the falls. Lions, cheetahs and sometimes leopards visit the jungles surrounding the falls, but they are shy and not often seen. Rhinoceros have been reintroduced to the region surrounding the falls. They have had their horns removed so that poachers won't kill them for their horn. Buffalo graze on both sides of the Zambezi river near the falls. You can also see antelopes such as impala, waterbuck and bushbuck. Hippopotamus swim and rest in the Zambezi river upstream of Victoria Falls. They love to eat the swamp grasses growing in the water and along the banks. Fish live in the river above and below the falls. Waterbirds such as the white-backed night heron feed on them, and shellfish in the river mud above the falls. The peregrine falcon will fly across the surface of the water and grab fish out of the river with their strong talons. Birds such as the trumpeter hornbill will eat the fruit growing on the trees in the rainforest surrounding the falls. Humans have lived around Victoria Falls for at least 2 million years. The native African people who live around Victoria Falls today speak the Bantu language. They also speak Portuguese and English. And this is a Joke Falls. Joke Falls is a major tourist spot located in the Shimoga district of Karnataka, India. It is located at a distance of around 100 km from Shimoga, 30 km from Sagar Taluk and 60 km from the town of Silsi. Joke Falls is formed over the famous North Karnataka river called Sharavati River. It is made up of 4 different falls which are combined called Joke Falls. The 4 major falls which form Joke Falls are Raja Falls, Roarer Falls, Rocket Falls and Rani Falls. Joke Falls drops from a height of around 253 meters or 830 feet, which make it the second highest plung waterfall in India after the Nokhalikar Falls in Meghalaya.